What if you could talk to anyone, anytime, anywhere, and always make a great impression? This guide is your ultimate toolkit for becoming a small talk superstar, turning awkward silences into genuine connections. Get ready to unlock the simple secrets that will make you the person everyone wants to talk to. Forget everything you thought you knew about boring chit chat. We're diving into the core principles of what makes people tick. At its heart, great conversation is all about connection, not just talking. Once you master this foundation, you'll be able to build rapport with anyone effortlessly. Imagine every conversation is a fun, friendly game of ping pong with a smooth back and forth rhythm. You're not just trying to score points, you're working together to keep the rally going. This simple mindset shift makes small talk a creative and collaborative activity, not chore. To start a great rally, you need a great serve, which means kicking things off with an open-ended question. Instead of a simple yes or no question, ask something that invites a story or an opinion. This simple trick gets the ball rolling and shows you're genuinely interested. When the ball comes to your side, your goal is to return it with a little something extra to keep the game exciting. Don't just answer the question, add a piece of your own experience or a related thought. Then, be sure to toss the ball back by asking another question. Knowing how to end the game gracefully is just as important as starting it. So always aim for a graceful exit. A simple, "It was great chatting with you," leaves a positive and lasting impression. The key is to end the conversation on a high note, making them look forward to your next chat. Here's a secret most people don't know. They're accidentally making every conversation about themselves. This is a huge mistake that kills connection and makes you seem self-absorbed. But don't worry, because once you see it, you can fix it with one simple change. The most common mistake is the shift response, where you immediately take what someone said and shift the focus back to your own experience. For example, if they say they went to Paris, you immediately start talking about your trip to Paris. This shuts them down and makes them feel unheard, so you must avoid this habit. The magic trick is to use a support response, which keeps the focus on the other person and makes them feel fantastic. Instead of talking about your trip, ask, "Wow, Paris, what was the most amazing thing you saw there?" This one change will make people feel deeply connected to you and love every minute of your conversation. Have you ever wondered what "how are you" really means in English-speaking cultures? It's not actually a question about your well-being. It's a social ritual, a friendly wave. Understanding this is key to avoiding awkward moments and fitting in naturally. This type of social ritual is called fata communication, where the words are less important than the social function they perform. Think of it as a secret handshake that signals you're friendly and open to connecting. It's the glue that holds our daily interactions together, making them smooth and predictable. So, what's the perfect way to respond to "how are you" to keep things light and positive? The best strategy is a brief, upbeat answer followed by returning the question, like, "I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How about you?" This shows you understand the social rule and keeps the door open for more conversation. To be a small talk pro, you need a playbook of safe topics that work in any situation. Think of these as your go-to conversation starters that are guaranteed to be a hit. Having a mental list of these will give you the confidence to chat with anyone. The absolute best topics are light, positive, and universal, making it easy for anyone to join in. You can never go wrong with the weather, the immediate environment, or fun subjects like movies, TV shows, and books. These are your secret weapons for creating instant, easy connections. One of the easiest ways to start a chat is by commenting on your immediate surroundings. You could say something like, "This is a beautiful park, isn't it?" Or "I love the music they're playing in here." It's a natural and low pressure way to open the door to conversation. Asking about people's hobbies and interests is a fantastic way to discover common ground and build rapport. Try asking about their favorite food, recent travels, or what they've been watching on Netflix. These topics are fun, positive, and reveal a lot about a person's personality. Just as important as knowing what to say is knowing what to avoid, and there are definitely some dangerous topics to steer clear of. Bringing up the wrong subject can make people feel uncomfortable or defensive, shutting down the conversation instantly. Knowing this list will save you from many awkward moments. With new acquaintances, you should absolutely steer clear of sensitive subjects like politics, religion, and personal finances. These topics are often deeply personal and can lead to disagreement, so it's best to save them for closer friends. Stick to the safe list, and you'll always make a great impression. Ready to take your conversation skills from good to great? These advanced techniques will make your chats flow so smoothly that people will be mesmerized. With a few simple tricks, you can become a true conversation artist. The key to unlocking deeper conversations is mastering the open-ended question. These are questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. They invite people to share their stories, thoughts, and feelings, creating a much richer interaction. To ask amazing open-ended questions, just start with the magic words: what, how, or why. For example, instead of asking, "Did you have a good weekend?" Try, "What was the best part of your weekend?" This simple change will transform your conversations from boring to brilliant. The ultimate secret to effortless flow is a technique called conversational threading. This is where you listen for the interesting little details in what someone says and use them to branch off in new directions. It's the key to making conversations feel natural and spontaneous, not like an interview. To find the threads, you need to listen carefully for the extra details people drop into their sentences. If someone says, "I'm so tired, I was up all night with my sick puppy in my new apartment," you have three amazing threads to choose from. You can ask about the puppy, the apartment, or why they were up all night. Once you've spotted a thread, gently pick one and follow it to create a natural, branching conversation. For example, you could say, "Oh no, is your puppy okay?" which shows you were listening and care about what they said. This technique makes people feel heard and creates an instant connection. Believe it or not, asking fewer questions can sometimes make you a better conversationalist. While questions are great, too many can make it feel like an interrogation. Sprinkling in statements can make the conversation feel more relaxed and collaborative. The statement technique is all about making a simple observation that invites a response without demanding one. Instead of asking, "Do you like this coffee?" you could say, "This coffee has a really nice aroma." This allows the other person to agree or share their own thought without feeling put on the spot. Did you know that asking someone for a tiny favor can actually make them like you more? This is called the Ben Franklin effect, and it's a powerful psychological trick for building instant rapport. It works because it makes the other person feel helpful and important. The key is to ask for a very small, low-stakes favor that is easy for them to grant. You could ask them to watch your drink for a second or simply ask for the time. This tiny act of trust creates a subconscious bond and makes them feel positively towards you. So much of our communication happens without a single word being spoken. Your body language is constantly sending powerful signals that can either build connection or push people away. Mastering these unspoken cues is a game changer for your social skills. The secret to building subconscious rapport is to create a connection dance with the other person. This means subtly mirroring their body language and speech patterns. It's a powerful way to create a feeling of being in sync without them even realizing it. This mirroring is a natural process called behavioral synchrony, and you can consciously use it to your advantage. If the other person leans in, you can subtly lean in too. This creates a powerful, unspoken message that you are connected and on the same page. The golden rule of mirroring is to be extremely subtle so it doesn't look like you're mimicking them. The goal is to create a gentle echo of their behavior, not a direct copy. Keep it natural and relaxed, and you'll build rapport without anyone ever knowing your secret. In any conversation, people are most likely to remember the very first and last things you say. This is known as the primacy and recency effect, and it means your opening and closing are the most critical moments. Nailing these two moments will make you unforgettable. To make a killer first impression, you need to nail your opening line with confidence and warmth. A simple "Fin-" with a genuine smile is often all it takes. That first moment sets the tone for the entire interaction, so make it count. Your final words are just as important as your first, so always craft a memorable closing to leave a lasting positive impact. A great closing might be, "It was a real pleasure meeting you. I hope we can chat again soon." This leaves the door open for future connections and makes them feel great. The art of conversation is always evolving. In our modern world, it's changed in some surprising ways. From video calls to global teams, the way we connect is different, but the core principles remain the same. Understanding these new contexts is key to staying sharp. With so many of us working remotely, the first few minutes of a video call have become the new digital water cooler. This is your golden opportunity to build team cohesion and fight off feelings of isolation. Don't be afraid to use this time for some light, friendly chat before diving into business. Those first few minutes of video call are absolutely critical for team building and creating a positive work environment. Asking a simple question like, "How was everyone's weekend?" can make a huge difference in how connected your team feels. It's a small investment with a massive return. In our globalized world, you're likely to interact with people from many different cultural backgrounds. Understanding that communication styles can vary dramatically is essential for avoiding misunderstandings. This knowledge will make you a much more effective and respectful communicator. In high-context cultures, communication is often indirect, with much of the meaning implied rather than stated outright. People in these cultures, common in Japan and the Middle East, prioritize relationships and may use more nuanced language. Recognizing this style will help you read between the lines and understand the true message. On the other hand, low-context cultures, like those in the US and UK, value direct and explicit communication. People from these cultures tend to say what they mean and expect others to do the same. Understanding this will help you be clear and concise in your interactions. Believe it or not, you can now use artificial intelligence as your personal conversation coach. AI language models are fantastic tools for practicing your small talk skills in a safe, judgment-free environment. This is your secret weapon for building confidence and mastering new techniques. You can use an AI to role-play different scenarios, like a job interview or a first date, to safely rehearse your conversations. The AI can give you feedback on your phrasing and even suggest more effective ways to communicate. It's like having a personal tutor available 24/7 to help you become a conversation master.